Lions thought this particular mascot a little flamboyant and went to a far more stylized mascot at a later time. Eventually, of course, the mascots were done away with altogether because of safety regulations. There was a time when no respectable car manufacturer would call his product finished before gracing the bonnet with its mascot. These were often large, handsome works of art whose presence set the tone for the style and expectations of the particular car. When you're restoring a car, you know you're nearly there when you fit the Leaping Jaguar mascot onto your bonnet. Over the years, many of these have disappeared, or perhaps, like mine, been souvenired. I'm having a new one cast. I know a foundry run by a guy who likes a challenge of trying a small, interesting job. I'm so excited. My little Jaguar is tucked up inside this box, but it's still too hot to open. I can't see it until tomorrow. Can't wait to take it home and put it on my car. This is our current project, 1946 3.5 litre Jaguar Saloon. It's a huge jigsaw puzzle, and I'm about to put one more piece on it. That's the mascot I had cast the other day by Steve. I've had it polished and chromed, and it's going to sit here on the radiator and light the whole car up. This car is at a very difficult stage. It's a stage when many restorers lose heart. So much work has been done to it. The body's been off, the chassis has been completely overhauled, every moving part, the body has been rebuilt, all put back together again. It's cost a lot of money to get to this stage. Restorations are dreams. You don't restore a car, you restore a dream of a car. If anyone in their right mind was to pit himself at 2 tons of steel, rusty steel, and put it all back together again over a period of years at a huge cost, it would never get started. But men have dreams. The problem comes after the first few bills from usually the panel beater. Reality sets in. What was going to be a quick and easy and cheap restoration bogs down, and it's easy to lose heart. If you look in the classic car magazines in the for sale column, you see the projects which have been abandoned. Interesting classic car, thousands spent, now for sale for perhaps hundreds. But you've got to keep a steel resolve, and with the help of all the experts around, this old cat is going to be back on the road shortly. Many different things we collect give us pleasure in different ways. Just the styling of an early Jaguar appeals to its owner like having a work of art. But these are expensive toys. The real fun is in the driving of them. To justify the time and investment, they have to be usable and running well. An old car giving trouble is a nightmare. Classic cars need routine maintenance. They run on oil and grease. Going in for an oil and grease, it used to be called. As a classic car owner, I like to do as much of this sort of thing as I can myself. But I always feel a bit nervous about it, thinking I might have missed some of the important points. I've come in to see my old friend Adrian. He is the car doctor. This is a man who was actually trained, did his apprenticeship with Jaguar in England.
What I will do is actually write down where everything is, and then you can use it as a reference later on.
Really good.
Most important, all these steering joints greased, and especially the kingpins, because the steering is extremely heavy on most of the older vehicles, and you need the lubrication to keep it drivable, really.
Would I really feel the difference?
Absolutely.
Would I?
It's so important, yeah.
Is that the way you were trained by Jaguar when you did your time? Like, did they make you take an overview when you came under a car to oil and grease it? Were you meant to check out every moving part at the same time? Was that important?
Everything that we were taught at Jaguar, everything had to be checked. I can remember one time where I was rebuilding an engine with the gentleman who was training me, and I had the valve timing plates were lock wired, and I can remember that I obviously hadn't done it quite correctly, and he looked at them and said, no, you take it out, you strip the whole motor down again and start from scratch. He said, if I can't see that this isn't done correctly, then I can't guarantee that everything else is done correctly. So I can remember taking the whole XK motor down to the bare bolts and starting again, but it's a great lesson to learn.
If I was to be the lucky owner of this car, it's a bit modern for my taste. I like the long sweeping mudguards of it, and the P100 headlamps, of course. Can you tell me a little about the car I'd be buying? Is it still got Connolly leather, hides? Is it real worn-up veneer on the dash like the good old days, or?
It certainly is always. It is always things. It is real. The wood is real. It is handmade. The factory still actually have a specific department of trained woodworkers who actually do the wood, and the wood is peculiar to every cast, so that the wood is matched in every cast, so that every car is different. So every car has its own personality in terms of the wood. So you can look at every car that comes in, and all of them are slightly different because they all come from a different part of the tree, or from a different tree. Certainly the leather is still Connolly, and it's obviously a Jaguar tradition, and so we're unlikely to ever see a Jaguar without leather and wood, and certainly in our market in New Zealand that's a customer expectation.
This car, of course, is a convertible, a soft top. It's a lovely day. I'm going to demonstrate how to drop the hood. For some reason, in the manual, it recommends that this procedure is not done more than once in one day. First, down go the windows on each side. Round to the passenger side. Down goes the window. I reach in and pull the quadrant arm catch and give the quadrant arm a smart tap. Back to the passenger side again. Do the same there. When it comes, the smart tap, open the door and lean inside. Take the special upholstered sleeves and slide them onto the quadrant arm so that they don't scratch the headlining of the car. On we go. It's a job my wife always enjoys. There we are. That's left one there, and the other into the car. Across, forward. On goes the cover. On the wrong way. There we are. And do the catch. Right. Next, the two arms go back at the same time. Back into that position. I then get out of the car and lean in and undo the wing nuts. Half a turn is enough. Round to the other side. Undo the wing nut. Right. Lift the front of the roof off the car and place it down into position where I can reach through. Pull the strap off the roof. One strap nearly off, and the other strap off on the other side. Almost off on the other side. There we are. Now then, next we roll the hood up in a nice tight bundle, like so, and then up comes the strap and secured onto the roof. This one here up onto the roof. Now we have the car in what's called the coupe de ville position. very snazzy position to go to the races. To drop it down to the full collapse position. First, we drop Landau on that side, round to the other side, and drop it. Big moment, reach in, with a mighty push. Down she goes. There we are. Simple, simple. What a car. Oh, just to finish off. There we are. Some cars have electric motors. I don't know why they bother. Lovely old cars, once cherished, age and become sadly neglected. They disappear for a while, slumbering away in barns and garages until new enthusiasts come and breathe fresh life into them. I hope you've enjoyed coming on this journey with me. This journey is now at an end, but the story goes on and on. Cut! No, I think we might need two people on this one.